Hello. So this video has been a long time coming. I really need to tour my Eternity Isle, which is now finished. I've been needing to do this for a long time, but I just haven't gotten around to it. I was sick the past couple days. I thought this is like the best time because I'm back to streaming soon and we can kind of tear it down together after this. So this is the first build I'm pretty sure I ever did in my Eternity Isle. This is the landing and I love this build so much. This was right after we got all of the Aladdin sort of furniture, so I did use a lot of it in here and I'm still really obsessed with the vibes. I also used all of the Mulan houses with all the Aladdin items, which I think is a really good pairing. I have this little like archway thing here, and yeah, I also used the Wandering Moon, which I really like. Here's a little overview of this build. I did use like a lot of the train tracks and I really love the way that they look. I try to incorporate them in as many like builds as they fit into because I just love them so much. I also have all my little stalls in this area too, so quite easy. Okay, this next build I have never shown because I just did this on my own. I forgot that I hadn't done this little area, and I talked in the first ever video of this series that I really wanted to do this building here. I did not, however, realize how big this thing is and how like little you can decorate around the edges of this thing. So I just put in some tents, I put like some little foliage bits around, and it's honestly quite simple, but I think it does a really good job. I also put some of the little temples, which I love so much. But yeah, this is such a simple build. I just did this by myself a couple days ago, but I really like it. I also put in some benches, some of these little divider things, which I don't use that often because I don't do indoor builds, but I thought, why don't I just use it outside? Like, why not? So that's this little build here. I also put in a lot of these like around the edges, the little boats, which are so cute. I always forget that we have these in the game. Okay, this next build, not my finest work, but she's still fun. This is my little Merlin area. It's like a kind of enchanted area. I didn't do any like formal pathing, but I did put like a lot of like rocks and stuff around, and I did a lot of foliage around the outside. This build is so messy, I should really clean it up, but I actually really like it. I have used like a lot of different foliage like all over the sides, and I really like the look of it. Like, I tried to put foliage all over the existing little rocky pieces, and I think it makes for like a really cool look. I'd love to do this build like similar but like somewhere else and try to like do it a little bit better, like a little bit more like structure, like a more foliage and skinnier paths, because I feel like it's just a little bit too open so you can't really see the vision. But yeah, overall I still really like this build, and it's fun to do Merlin's house like by himself just because of how beautiful it is. This next area is my little community fairy garden, and I had so much fun building with all of these items. This was when we got all the fairy star path stuff, and I had so much fun. I did this little toilet area. Oh, looking back, I think it's actually really cute. I'd love to redo this in like another community build. But I have all of my Ancient's Landing trees just in this little area. It makes it just a lot easier for me to actually come and pick them. And then I have a separate garden area here, a little market area, and another little flower garden thingy over here, which I think's pretty cute. I was pretty obsessed with the toadstools when they first came out, and used more train tracks here because I'm still obsessed with them. I think I'll always be obsessed with them, I'm sorry. But this bit here, I also just added in those bushes. It was kind of just a last minute thing, but you can't really see them and they don't look that bad, so yeah, I think it looks fine. This bit up here is my little Buzz Lightyear camping ground, which actually, I forget how small this little area is. I could have sworn that it was like a little bit more decorated and a bit bigger, but yeah, oh well. It's actually really small, but I use this as like a second little camper. I have more little toilets here. I have a little tent, picnic table. I think this build is really cute. It's super messy. I probably should have cleaned it before I started this video, but it's fine. I actually really do like it. I forget where we got these chairs from. I think it was from an event, but they're actually really cute. I don't do many like camping areas, but These make me really want to do like a lot of little camping areas around my valley. Oh my goodness, I was cleaning up and I leveled up max. I don't know what that means. Wait, I've been really wanting to know what all of this stuff means. What is that? Does that mean he's got more inventory room? I don't know. That's what it looked like, but I don't think he has got more inventory room. I don't know. Whatever. Okay, anyways, I've cleaned and this is the last little Eternity Isle, not Eternity Isle, sorry, Ancient's Landing area. And I did a little theme park. I was really nervous about doing this because it's such a small area and I knew that we wouldn't be, oh my eyes are itchy. I knew that we wouldn't be able to use all of the little rides, but I only used 3 and I think it looks so cute just using the 3. I used my 3 favorite ones, this Dumbo one, the Slinky one, and that big one, and I think it looks perfect, honestly. I put a little train in here, but no train tracks in this one, and I also did this little water feature. Wait, before we had the actual rivers. No, even if we had the rivers when I did this, I probably still would have done the water rugs because you can't place this on the actual water pieces. But yeah, I really like this build. I think it's really cute. I used the Main Street path. I have a little sitting area. I used the pretzel stand and also the other ice cream stand, but it's all the way at the back here. This little bit's kind of just a bit of foliage, but you can get through there. And I put the up balloon. But yeah, I actually really like this build. It's really cute. I like little tiny amusement parks because sometimes I just feel so overwhelmed when I do like massive amusement parks that I never finish them. Okay, moving on over to my desert thing. I forgot what this is called. The dunes. This was originally a casita build, but I swapped it with Prince Eric because I did another casita build which I liked better, and I didn't want to put her back here just because I really like my casita build. So yeah, I put Prince Eric's house here. It doesn't look as good, like it definitely doesn't, but I never use his house, so I thought it would be good to kind of just keep him in there. I did like a little sleeping resting area, which is over here, which I really like. And on the other side, I did like little markets. I actually really love this biome because we have this like cool, whatever that is, bridge steps thing. I really love that kind of feature. So I always try to do like really like, I don't know, like fancy stuff in this biome. But yeah, I also use these like walls with the bamboo behind, and I really like how that looks. It looks a little bit better with the casita instead, but yeah, I really like it. I like it. You know, another thing I really like is the little wood pieces. It's like my favorite type of pathing to do. This was really hard because none of it lined up. So instead of lining it up, I just kind of made gaps so it looks a little bit like broken down. And I really like that vibe too. So yeah. Moving on over to this side, this is the one build that I absolutely like really hate in this whole Eternity Isle, but I'll show you anyway. I was going to delete it, but I already made a video. I posted the video. I thought this is a series, you know, we're working through it together. So yeah, I kept it. One thing I will say is that I deleted the houses from here and I couldn't remember which ones I had, so I just put these 3, and I don't think that they're the same ones that I used originally, but it's fine. It's fine. I have this little like tavern area with a little sitting thing. I put a little train track. I've got Gaston here, little whatever that is. Yeah, I'm not really that happy with it, honestly, but you know, I think it actually looks really good from like a top-down view, but when you're in it, it just feels so messy. So yeah. However, this build, this is another little city area. When I do my Eternity Isle cities, I really like to split them up into 2. So you get like 2 different kind of vibes. And for this one, I went very like open. Like I have this little open area in the middle here where I have like my fountain. There's a random crafting table. Don't worry about that. I have this little like sand fountain because I never use that. And then yeah, lots of Aladdin markets. Probably my favorite thing to do in this game is to use the markets and the train tracks. So you'll see a lot of those. I'm very sorry. I just can't help myself. I'm sorry. I really, really like them. But yeah, I have this little like market area back here. Oh my goodness, the game is actually really laggy today. But the pathing's quite cool. I don't really play too much around with like cool pathing, so that was a little adventure of mine. But yeah, I just have Remy's restaurant here too, and we have a little like pathing here to this mining node. With this Eternity Isles series, well, not series, it's the first one we've done, but not my first Eternity Isle like full build. I've tried to make everything a lot more like accessible, like my mining nodes. Not all of them are, like this one isn't, but I try to at least make a couple from every like area accessible, because last time I didn't and it was really annoying. Okay, moving on to this little area here. This is a recent one. This is my Bayou build, and I really struggle with this house, so I really wanted to do a build that incorporated it just for funsies. I feel like it's really dark here. I'm not like the happiest with this build, but I did kind of like struggle with it, and I thought it was kind of cool that I built with it, even though I'm scared of this kind of texture on houses in this game. I don't know, they scare me, they never look good, but yeah, I did it, and I actually kind of really like this build. Yeah, I don't know, I kind of like it. The pathing's a little bit, everything's a little bit off, but like overall, like it's a cute idea, it's a cute vibe, and I'm kind of here for the vibes. I also really like that we have like a lot of different like paths to go to different things, and like here I did like a little sitting area, which I think is really cool, and it's also accessible to the fishing spot, which I usually don't even leave that accessible, so that's a plus. Okay, and then my last little area is up here, and I did an Ursula and Meridia. I think that's her name. That girl there, that house. Oh, that sounded so mean. But no, this is her little area. I used this like, is it called the Mome Wrath pathing? I thought it was pretty cool and fun, so I did use that. I use a lot of the fairy stuff, the teacups, that sort of vibe. And yeah, I think it's really cute. Ursula is moved because I did like an Ursula build, so just pretend her house is there. But this is like a little potion bookstore thing that I did. I've done this before in my storybook Vale, and I loved it so much, so I did it again here, and I just think it looks so cute. Like, look, all the little potions in the books. It's also just really fun to do like indoor builds outdoors, because you can actually see them, so yeah, that was really fun. But overall, yeah, I really like this area. Just pretend Ursula's house is right there, because it does definitely look a lot cuter when Ursula's actually in here. But yeah, this is a little overview. It's such a beautiful but like weird area to decorate here. I think the favorite thing that I've ever done here, I did like a Toontown. It was like the top level was the girls and the bottom was the boys, and that was really fun. But yeah, I like this too. It's a bit more like sporadic and all over the place, but it does give that like witchy kind of fairy vibe, which I really like. Okay, now we're moving on to the wild tangle. This one's also really messy. I really cannot be bothered cleaning up. I'm so sorry. But this area is like my little crafting, not storage, but like I have all my crafting tables here, and it's kind of just an easy way for me for when I'm in my Eternity Isle to quickly craft things. It's not the prettiest build ever, but I feel like you need one of these in every valley. It just makes it so much easier. Look at how messy it is. No, don't look at that. Don't look at that. Just look at this, even though this bit's a bit messy too. It's kind of cute. Like, it's just functional, isn't it? But yeah. This build here, this is my Rapunzel build, which I had a lot of fun doing. It came just up, well, I did this, sorry, just after we got all the flowers and stuff. So I really wanted to focus on like a lot of the new flowers and just kind of make it really floral. I used the little waterfall, the castle piece. I also did this little like not city, but like this little like town area here, because I really wanted to incorporate Flynn in like the tangled kind of area. So I did that over here. Beast here looks so funny. No, he actually looks kind of perfect here. But yeah, it's kind of like basic. I use the train tracks again, I use market stalls again, you know, what's new. But my favorite thing that I did was I had never used the blue trees in the wild tangle, and I think they look gorgeous here. Like, look at that. And then to have the like purple cottage and Rapunzel's house, I think it just looks amazing. Like, definitely probably one of my favorite like color schemes. Like, it just looks really pretty to me, the blue trees. Okay, moving on. This is my Mad Hatter build. Actually, when I'm like walking through these, this took me way too long to complete, These builds feel so old, but yeah, this is my Mad Hatter build anyway. It's like a kind of restaurant vibe. I put lots of food on the table. I use these like little wooden custom rugs, which I think look really cute here. It's a very cute detail, and I love how they like kind of perfectly match the tropical wood floor. Yeah, I kind of really love this build. I basically just really wanted to use all the like Mad Hatter items that we got with the last update, and I think this build kind of does that really nicely. Here's a little overview of the build. I also use like the teacups in the corner. This bit, so I don't really like this biome because why did they make this like a grass mountain that you can't place on? I just think it looks really, really weird. But yeah, I still really like this build. Not me just sitting here complaining this whole damn video. Anyways. Okay, this build is one of my favorites. It's another little Aladdin market, but this is probably my favorite one that I've ever done. I think that it looks beautiful in the daytime. I did this kind of like weird little storage area because I had this bit like blocked off. So I have some storage. I'm just pretending that like the market owners like just store their extra like stuff in there, I guess. I used the little wicker house, not sure what it's called. I really wanted to use it here because I don't really use it that often, the same as the Seaside Villa. I love these two houses, but I just swear like there's never like a good place to use them unless you do like in their own build, which I never do. But yeah, I love this build. I think it's so cute and colorful. I think that's why I'm so obsessed with all the Aladdin stuff, is because there's just so much color in all of it. And when the sun shines on it, oh, it just looks so good. Like, so obsessed. You can tell that I'm also really obsessed with these damn wood planks. No, that's crazy. I did not know that I used those in all three of these, and I'm pretty sure I use them in a lot more. So I'm sorry about that. I'm kind of like a one-trick pony now. But anyways, this is my Oswald build, and this is okay, this is kind of a weird build. I really wanted to just do a build with the movie theater because I don't really use it that much, and I just decided let's just do a whole like movie area. So I have like a movie theater here. We've got popcorn, ice cream, we've got two little seats. I also put the gas station and like the Oswald car and then the other cars of the game because I thought you can't have the Oswald movie theater without the car. Then I have this little like outdoor movie area which I love so much. Wait, this is actually so cute. So cute. I put lots of like pillows and stuff around. Yeah, I think it's really cute. And then over here, that is so barren. That's actually embarrassing. Don't look. Let's not even look at that. But yeah, I have my little well. It's got like little foliage beds. It's got the figment thing. I'm imagining that's like a movie poster back there. Yeah, I actually think this build's really cute. This whole Eternity Isle actually is so funny because it's literally just me using buildings that I don't really use that often. Maybe Eternity Isle is just becoming my throwaway area where I just do random builds that might not look that great. But yeah, this is an overview shot of this build. It is actually kind of cute, just not the other side of it. Okay, my last little area is my Wally area and my Eve area. So this is my little Wally area. When I did it first, I thought let's do like a junkyard. And then once I had finished this build, I realized I literally could have done like a beautiful like floral area for Wally, like a beautiful garden, but instead I've chose a junkyard. Yeah, I do feel kind of bad about that, but I do kind of still like this build. No, I feel really bad, honestly. Eve's area, however, gorgeous, beautiful. I did like I don't even know what you call this build, but it's giving me like outer space tech pretty vibe. I don't know. We're on an island. We're on a beautiful purple planet. That's what I'm imagining right now. No, I think it looks so cute though. It's not really like Eve coded, but like I think it's cute. It's a good vibe. I actually want to like do this build, but like in a big area and have, like the purple trees, the oak trees, these purple trees, because I really like the color scheme of this, especially it being like really bright light. Like this is the sort of color scheme that I would go for in the Forgotten, but I just think it looks really pretty and like a nice bright biome. So yeah. Oh, and the Wally area for like a top-down view looks like this. Not the prettiest. Oh, I actually feel kind of bad. But like, no, I actually have no reasoning for that. I'm sorry. I thought it might be good to just give you guys a quick overview of what everything looks like at nighttime, because I think builds just look so different at night. You kind of really get the vibes, like especially this house. Like, come on, it's so cute. But yeah, I also wanted to talk about my Eternity Isle. This is not my favorite Eternity Isle like full build that I've ever done. Like, I've definitely done better. So I think that I shouldn't have done my Eternity Isle at this stage. My thoughts were always with Storybook Vale. I still have so many ideas and things that I want to do there. And I kind of went to my Eternity Isle just because we had already done a Storybook Vale. And I kind of felt really demotivated. And yeah, I didn't have a lot of fun doing my Eternity Isle. Some of the builds were fun, but like me just turning on my video just to do a build was like hard enough as it was. When I got to doing the build, it was fun, but I just had no ideas. Like, what are your best ideas like that you've had for your Eternity Isle? Like, what builds do you have up here that are your favorite? You know, like I talk about it a lot in stream, and I've kind of found out that a lot of people don't even really like have Eternity Isle builds. A lot of people focus more on like the main valley, and then you know there's people that do like Storybook Vale builds, but I feel like Eternity Isle is very overlooked, and I can kind of understand why, because the spacing for everything is kind of weird. We have a lot of like rivers, which in one sense they're very beautiful, but it also makes it really hard to do like builds here. Like this, for instance, this biome, it's so oddly shaped. Like it's giving main valley energy, but worse. You know how the main valley has like, you know, like weird little like bits and like chopped off bits like that? This is worse though, because I don't know, the spacing's just really off. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope this gave you some inspiration. If you've done any Eternity Isle builds, please show me in the Discord. It's linked down below if you want to join. I love seeing your guys' builds, especially when it's like Storybook Vale or Eternity Isle. But yeah, also when the new update comes out, I'm going to be fully focusing on my Storybook Vale. So we're going to do a whole another Storybook Vale series, which I'm so excited about. So yeah, stay tuned for that. Bye bye.